Okay, hey, it's Mark coming to you from Baker's Green Acres. Today's Wednesday, I guess you know that. And the part that we want to talk about today would be, I had a list of the things that you need if you're going to milk a cow. And the fourth item was a bucket. You've got to have a bucket. Why do you need a bucket? Well, when you milk the cow and you're pulling on those teats, it's got to go into something. Unless you want to get under there and pull it right down into your mouth like this. But then every time you need a drink of milk, you got to go to your cow, hook her up, and all that stuff. So it's not good. So you need a bucket that you can milk her into. You don't necessarily need something to sit on. But let's be real. Most people are not going to milk a cow into a bucket. Well, maybe some people would. I'm not going to. It takes too long for me, and I have other things to do. But this is kind of the bucket that we're talking about. It's a stainless steel bucket, and this is actually one for milking a cow into. That's what it was sold as. And we bought it years ago when we decided we were going to milk goats. This bucket is almost 20 years old. It's stainless steel. I don't use it for milking into anymore, but I do put hot water in it, and I use it for cleaning her off. So I put just a dot of soap in there, dish soap. That's what I use. Somebody's probably going to tell me it's bad, but just a dot of dish soap and then a rag. And when I bring her in here, I clean her off. And I use hot water because it kind of relaxes her, I think. I just think it would feel better. And if somebody's going to wash me off there, I'd hope they used warm or hot water. And it seems like it helps her let down milk. That's what I've been told. I don't know. But that's the way I do it. And then I have what's called a surge milker. Okay, I got a lot of sun today. It's a beautiful day out. This is a surge milker. Let me show you here. All right. This is like 1920s technology. You can still buy these on eBay. A complete unit. I saw one for $500. And they're totally rebuildable. This, of course, is what fits on the cow's teat or tit, depending on what part of the country you're from. Part of the country that I'm from, tit is sort of crass. So here in mid-Michigan, I like to use that term all the time. And, cows have four, so there's four of them. This line right here goes to this pump, and this is a vacuum pump. And it's just run by an electric motor, and then it's got a vacuum pump assembly there, and it makes about 14.5 pounds of vacuum. 14.5 pounds of vacuum. Yeah. And is that how it's measured? Or is it measured in inches? Oh, well, whatever. The gauge on there reads 14.5. So it's not a lot of suction. And then this unit on top here is called a pulsator. And it interrupts the suction on this big tube here. It interrupts that. And it allows the rubber part here that's called the inflation to contract on the tit. And then when it lets up, the suction pulls the milk out. All right, so this is better than a bucket, way better than a bucket. I can hook her up, and then I can do things. I have about 10 minutes where I can do things. And I usually do things in here, like I'll police up the manure patties that are in here. There's other things that I'll do. A lot of times I'll bring bedding in here, so it's nice for them. Lately here, all four of them have been sleeping up here in the barn because it's warmer for them. I make sure that their water's up. Like right now, their water's down to about a foot in that tank. So I'll probably load that up today while I'm milking. And then we go to the next phase, and I'm going to show you what I do with this milk from there and how I clean this machine and things like that. Now, there's all kinds of these milkers out there on the market. You can get newer ones that are really quite inexpensive. And I don't know if they're good quality because I've never had one. But you can go that route. And you can not only milk cows, but you can milk goats with them too. Goats only have 2 teats. So I'm sure people knew that. Okay, so I'm going to sign it off here. I'm going to get my milking done, and then we'll pick it up on the other side when I'm taking care of the milk, and I'll show you how that goes. Okay.